Have you ever lost a kitty to old age or a bad case of UTI, or at the mercy of a rabid dog? If you have, you probably know just how much losing your pet hurts. It's like losing your reason to come back home after a long day at work. And just when you're mourning the loss of your dead cat, there are all these crazy questions rushing through your head. For example, what happens to cats when they die? Do cats have souls? And is your kitty waiting for you on the other side? In this video, we explore the idea of feline afterlife and what different cultures say about the possibility of you reuniting with your cat in the next life. Let's start with the Bible. What does the Holy Book say about cats? I mean, do any animals at all exist in the eternal kingdom of God? And of course, can it really be heaven without your furry pal? That said, cats don't really come up anywhere in the Old or New Testaments, unless, of course, you count big cats like lions or winged griffins. For the most part, Lord Father in heaven probably had more pressing things to say than feline afterlife. As someone who's had their share of pets pass away, trust me when I say this, sometimes I still feel their presence and love around me. So yeah, call me crazy, but maybe pet love does not fade away after death after all. And since we're on the subject, did you know more than 90% of pet owners actually believe their pets have souls? From the myth of 9 lives to superstitious beliefs around a black cat crossing your way, cats have captured popular imagination for centuries. I mean, come on, if God created animals to live with us on Earth, I'm pretty sure He can arrange for them to be with us when we cross over. And not because they have souls, but just as gifts for us. I mean, just imagine having a little Persian that you can cuddle forever. I mean, literally forever. But you see, the Bible isn't exactly clear on whether there are animals in heaven, so some upfront detective work is needed. In the book of Revelation, for example, John describes a new heaven and earth where the former things will not be remembered or come into mind. If that's true, it means there might be no cats at all, because they'd just be part of the former things that are simply no longer remembered, kinda like a catnesia. Of course, based on how you interpret the Bible, there's also evidence that we might eventually meet our former pets, or maybe even new animals that talk. Exciting, right? Revelation 4:7 introduces us to at least 4 living creatures right in the midst of the throne who can speak. But what about other cultures? For many Hindus and Buddhists in the Far East, humans are sometimes reborn as cats when they die, just like a cat with enough good karma may be reborn as a human. According to these beliefs, human and animal souls are essentially the same, just at different points of growth and development. Even in Islamic traditions, cats are seen as clean and pure animals, unlike dogs who are seen as unclean and only to be kept outside the house. In fact, according to many recorded Arab traditions, the Islamic prophet was actually reported to have had a cat for a pet. Back in ancient Egypt, cats were mummified and buried with the pharaohs who owned them, hinting at the shared afterlife. I mean, isn't faith all about believing in something you can't see? And if anything is worth having faith, it's obviously seeing your dead cat again. Duh. Random fact drop. Did you know, in Spain, people believe cats to have 7 and not 9 lives? Meanwhile, some Turkish and Arabic legends say cats have 6 lives. This age-old myth around your cat's multiple lives can be traced back to the Egyptian goddess Bastet, who could switch between the body of a cat and human. As someone who lost her cat, I know how hard it is to lose a pet. It's equally heartbreaking to have to say the final goodbye to our fur babies. I mean, could cats become your spirit guide after they pass away? Some people, like Phoebe right here, actually believe that a cat's spirit can visit you after they die. Others believe that theirs is a rainbow bridge where all dead cats wait for their human owners in this world to meet them. Or maybe, just maybe, we need to accept the fact that when animals die, that's kind of the end for them. Maybe they just don't have souls that last beyond death. And while you take your time to mourn the loss of your dear kitty, think of your happy memories with them. I mean, you kind of gave them the best life possible. And if all you love on Earth you really see again in heaven, our beloved pets just have to be in the mix. Did you know cats show many visible changes in behavior right before they die? For instance, when a cat's about to die, it might stop eating and start seeking out places where they won't be found. Kind of like their way of wanting to die in peace and pits away from the claws of a vicious greyhound. It's like they can sense the coming doom. To learn more about critical signs your cat is dying, feel free to check our video in the link below. Did you know on average indoor cats live for up to 12 to 15 years, while outdoor cats tend to live for just 2 to 5 years? Anyhow, whether it involves an actual heaven, an endless cycle of reincarnation, or a rainbow bridge, the idea of your dead cat finding eternal joy is kinda reassuring. As for me, I just hope there are meadows and hills for them where they can purr and play all day. A place where they do all their favorite things like chasing mice and lounging in the sun, high on catnip, feasting on fish, and softly purring in the sweetest voice. By the way, did you know a cat's frequency of purring can promote healing in human bones? I mean, these four-footed members of our clan give us so much love over the years, so it's kinda natural that we want them to be by our side in the beyond. If you too have mourned the loss of a pet cat but still miss her every day, feel free to share your own best coping ways with our followers online. And before you paw your way out of this one, make sure to hit subscribe so you never miss out on cool cat content. See you next time!